Hi Marcy, hi Crandall. Here is a video from somebody who has worn glasses since she was 11 years old. I have one eye that used to turn inward, and it still does if I can't find my glasses or if I'm not putting my glasses on because I want to do close up work. And if I'm tired or if I'm doing that close up work and I'm straining myself too much, that eye will turn inward and then everything gets blurry and yeah, it's no fun. But these glasses I've got on now are child size glasses. There's a reason for that. So, for all of you out there who have small children who cannot tell you what hurts and what does not hurt, listen well. First of all, the nose pieces on these, I've had to scrunch down so that they go pretty much so flat, otherwise they dig in. The earpieces on my glasses, if you look, can only come to there because if it comes any further, there's a bone right here. And if the earpiece hits that bone, it'll cause pressure and it'll hurt. There's just that, you see that little lump right there, that bone? It'll hit that and it'll cause pressure and it will hurt. So it has to stay above that bone area there or else it will hurt. Don't curve it too. If you see how mine are curved on my ear, it isn't curved around the ear tightly. Because if you curve it around, then it causes too much pressure back here. And that'll cause the child pain and they will not want to wear the glasses. If you notice, my glasses are just resting up on this little part here. It'll irritate them at first, but as they get used to it, it'll stop irritating them. So, your best bet, if you've got a child with eye problems, a young child with eye problems, your best bet is to make sure, if you've got the glasses, that the earpiece comes down too far back here. See if the doctors can't, they can, these glasses are for children and the bow part wasn't long enough. So they took the bow part off of it and put a longer earpiece part onto it. So they can take this part off on some glasses and replace it or snip the wire in the glasses and replace it with a shorter earpiece so it doesn't go down as far on the ear here. If I wear adult size glasses, that thing goes way too far on that bone down here. It'll hit right here and oh Lord, will I ever get some nasty headaches, and the headaches will go across the back of my head and then up to the front of my head, and I can't stand that. I will go blind before I tolerate that. The same thing with wrapping it too far around the ear and having it poke into the back of the ear here. If your child's ear is being pulled forward like this when they wear it, then they've got that wrapped too close to his ear. It needs to come back a little bit. It's too close to that child's ear. The ear should lay, if you look when I take my glasses off, my ear does not move at all. It lays naturally. And that is what you want with the bows of your glasses. And as I said, with the nose pieces, if they have these kind of a nose piece on them, if you see how mine's sitting down, it makes it so it sits like it is. The nose piece should ride along the side of the nose here. It should not hit this ridge. It should not hit this ridge on the top because it'll cause that child pain. So there is some helpful hints for those who have children who wear glasses that can't speak. And if you can notice too, on your nose, here's your ridge. If you notice how the ridge comes out, if I push on this, you can see there's a little bone right here, and your nose pieces can sit on that, but not press on it. So you need to make it so that the nose piece fits on that bone, doesn't press on that bone. Because pressing on that bone and leaving it sit pressed on that bone will hurt the child. Or getting it so it's on that ridge will hurt for the child. So you need it so it gently rests on that bone. It doesn't pinch on that bone. As you can see, mine gently rests on that bone. It is not so tight that it pinches on that bone. So there are a couple of hints for those of you who have children who are too young to speak or have a disability that does not have the ability to speak, but need to wear corrective glasses either for eyesight, astigmatism, or another condition the child might have. If you want your child to feel like the glasses are natural on their face, you need to make sure that they're not pulling too far on the ear when they're curved around, that where they sit on the ear, it just naturally rests on this part of the ear, and that it doesn't come back too far onto this bone, because that will cause them a headache. If it doesn't sit naturally, in fact, mine don't just sit on this top part. They sit along this ridge right here, and they don't sit real tight. As you can see, they're not real tight. And so my ear it's no worse than taking my hair and bringing it back like this. It's no worse than that, than having a bunch of hair that you bring back behind your ear. It doesn't feel any worse than that. And that's what you want the child to feel. If you're afraid the glasses are gonna fall off on the child, connect one of those things that help the glasses stay on, but connect it in the front on this part so it doesn't slide back behind the ear and cause pressure on these parts. Connect it here so it doesn't come back and slip back and cause pressure back here. And then it'd hang down from there down around the ear and around the back of the head. You do not want to start a small child with glasses that cause pain on pressure points. You do not want to start them with glasses that cause pain on the nose, on the ears, or on the head, because they will refuse to wear them. And if they refuse to wear them, they will not get the benefit from them. A small child doesn't care how them glasses are benefiting them. A small child only cares that if something is hurting them, they're going to get rid of it. So make sure that you have glasses that fit in a way that it doesn't cause pressure on that bone, that it doesn't pinch down too tight on the ear itself or pull the ear forward, and that it doesn't pinch in the nose here on the bone, that it just rests on the nose, that it just rests on the ears, and that it does not hit that bone back there. That's the most important, because the ear part you can adjust. But if it's too long and it keeps on hitting that bone part, that is not going to work for your child. It is going to, severely hurt for the child. severely hurt for the child. If it's too tight on the ear, it might become an annoyance. If it's too tight on the nose, it might become an annoyance unless it's way too tight, then it will hurt. But otherwise, it might become an annoyance. But if it's too tight on that bone back there, it will hurt. It will cause a full blown headaches. So, hopefully, this helps you parents out there who have children who are ending up being diagnosed with eye problems for which they end up having to wear glasses for. Thank you. Goodbye.